Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Washington football team. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Heineke. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action. Now Heineke. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Calvin Joseph. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at touchdown Cowboys. Amari Cooper, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency? Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot, because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision. A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Heineke. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now Heineke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Cameron Curl up to make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give to Elliott. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. The veteran in his first year with the Cowboys, Brian Anger, on to punt. DeAndre Carter back deep. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On play action, Prescott. They've got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First down, Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the 29, Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A first down throw for Heineke. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Heineke on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A handoff running left is Gibson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. From the gun, Heineke. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, really not much secret there. Third and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because third and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the play fake, Prescott. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up the first down.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Check three. Tighten up.
Again, it's Elliott.
And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football. But on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And Zerline's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke.
He gets it to Thomas. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Got an open man, finds Gibson.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 26. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
On 1st and 10, Heineke.
Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second down at 4. Heineke to throw it. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Heineke now.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Heineke. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes this Washington 21, Cowboys 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll complete this to Gibson. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Heineke. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play.
Final play of the half, Prescott.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
They'll throw now on the final play.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. On the return, Carter. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Throwing. Heineke. He's got it to Gibson.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Heineke on 3rd and 2.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Gibson.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
To throw is Heineke. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 9 yards that time.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes this Washington 28, Cowboys 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battles.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Keanu Neal, the former Falcon, up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 9. Once more, Gibson.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Here's Heineke.
And he finds McLaurin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Washington.
Looking to throw. Heineke.
Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Gibson, complete.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Heineke.
Eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Washington on 3rd down.
They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And Washington going to add on to their lead. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Now this throw caught left side and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Prescott.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Prescott. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by the rookie first-rounder Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Boy, CeeDee Lamb so prolific in Oklahoma catching passes like this from Kyler Murray, and he's doing it at the NFL level too.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. 72 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
At their 48-yard line.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
They'll run with Gibson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. He'll return it from the 6. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Gibson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Heineke. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, we got four. We got four down.
Now Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Gibson again. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 127 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First down, Washington.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on